couch surfing, house hopping, crashing with a friend. These are all loose synonymous terms for the predicament known as homelessness. Today, I will be introducing homelessness from the perspective of Group 1, Addison, Hayden, Trinity, and Lexi. What is homelessness? Homelessness is lacking stable and appropriate housing. As you can see here on slide 1, it's categorized by a variety of things. It can be living on the streets or moving between temporary shelters, crashing with friends or family, and emergency accommodations. This is a picture of a homeless shelter or group shelter for the homeless. This is also a picture of someone who is homeless, however, they haven't been helped and they are still on the streets, which happens more commonly than not. Our group feels like there should be more resources for the homeless, and we're saddened that this issue has become so prominent in our society today. People can become victims for a variety of reasons and ways, which is how I came across the story of Sienna. Sienna was a 15-year-old expectant mother-to-be when she was kicked out of her home. Her home was chaotic and abusive, and she knew that it was no place for her to raise her child. When she was kicked out, she went to a bed and breakfast where she stayed under terrible conditions. Sienna wasn't yet old enough to receive the benefits for the homeless, so she bounced around through different shelters until she was of age to receive benefits. All of these shelters were overcrowded, dirty, and not really good living conditions, and especially not places you want to be if you're trying to rehabilitate yourself. We feel like it's our duty as a society to make these places better and a place that you can be beneficial and aid and work on yourself and work on integrating back into society. Today, we will discuss housing for the homeless, the pathway to employment, and rehabilitation for integration back into society, which can happen more often than you think. It genuinely happens to the best of us. For example, some of your favorite stars have gone through homelessness at one point in their life. Jennifer Lopez, Ed Sheeran, Jim Carrey were all victims of this issue. I'm going to go ahead and pass it on to speaker number 2 to tell you more about organizations and what they are doing to fight this epidemic.